I'm Lori Challenor, a page at the Roselle Public Library, and I'm recommending Saving Graces, the first book written by Elizabeth Edwards. Mrs. Edwards has a second book coming out in May, so you'll probably be hearing a lot about it as she's going around promoting it. Saving Graces, I think, was overlooked by a lot of people because they assumed it was a political memoir of the 2004 election or an account of her very public battle with breast cancer. And while those two events are mentioned, particularly at the beginning and end of the book, that is not what this book is about. This is a book about grief, and it's a very rare book, in my opinion. It's neither inspirational nor uplifting, so if that's what you're looking for, there's plenty of grief books like that, but this isn't one of them. This is an honest book about grief. Saving Graces is a book about the death of Wade Edwards, the Edwards' 16-year-old son, in a car accident. Most of this book, it's about the impact that this death had on Elizabeth, and in a very real way, her life ended at the same time that her son's did. She tries to figure out how to continue to be a mother to a child who's no longer alive. She spends time every day for years at his grave. She sits on his grave, she reads the entire senior high school list, English class reading list to him, books that he will never get to read. She spends enormous amounts of resources memorializing this child. She builds computer labs in his memory, public art in his memory. She is attempting to make sure that his brief life continues on. What I liked about this book is it is as close to the truth as I've ever seen, an account of what really happens when a death of this impact hits your family. It's like a bomb going off. When the dust settles, nothing is the same. The landscape is vaguely familiar, but you have to go about recreating your life brick by brick from the ground up, and this is what this book is about. It's a tough book to read in many ways, but in my experience, it is one of the few books I've ever encountered about grief that gives an honest, if upsetting, account of what happens to you when the worst thing in the world happens to you, and you have to go on living afterwards. It's definitely worth checking out.